So to say that this year in regards to anime has been rather pretty damn good. Like, so far we've gotten some new seasons to shows that have been airing for a while, and some new series altogether, whether they will be anime original content, adaptations of light novels, or manga series, some of which not many have heard of until their anime series came out, and took everyone by surprise, one of the bigger ones being Heavenly Delusion. And here is another series that also fits in that criteria. Let's take our sleeping pills, hallucinate, and start clubs in Insomniacs After School.
For 6 months, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. With insomnia, nothing's real. Everything's far away. Everything's a copy of a copy of a copy.
Now, Insomniacs stars Ganta and Isaki, two high school students who suffer from insomnia. They have a hard time sleeping at night, and because of this, their daily lives are pretty much difficult, especially being high school students in Japan, where failing your math test is not only met with an F, but your parents disowning you and leaving you to die in the streets. But things take a change when our two characters meet for the first time at the observatory meant for the astronomy club. But since there are no people for said club at that particular moment, and since it's kind of closed off, our two main leads can use it to rest up. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter. But things do take a bit of a turn when they are found out by one of the teachers. But taking an opportunity, they decide to be the new members of the astronomy club. And throughout the series, we follow Isaki, Ganta, as well as several other characters as the series progresses. Now, like I said in my Aspergirl review, I am rather very picky with slice of life stories in general, and that you need to do something out of the box a bit to get me to stick around. And hey, it's not often you see a story with an Insomniac starting a club. Oh wait.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Now, what I really like about Insomniacs After School is, well, the dynamic between Isaki and Ganta, as well as several other characters that are introduced throughout the series. As the group do activities and events, we see the bond strengthen more and more as things progress. It's the thing that kept me viewing despite the familiarity of certain episodes. The charm and likability of the characters was always something that made it fun to watch and eventually read, since I did read a bit of the manga after the first season wrapped up, which I will talk about in a bit. Another thing to talk about is the clear and obvious romance in the series, and I do not care how I sound, it's honestly some of the best I've seen in a long while. Like I said before, when you see Ganta and Isaki's friendship blossom over their predicament, and seeing them both grow as characters, seeing more of their lives, and also seeing their feelings for each other evolve, which leads to a really heartwarming moment that happens later on in the season, which I will not spoil. It's really awesome, and I will say is that I was smiling the entire time. My only real big issue with the anime is that, well, it's only 13 episodes, and it's gonna be a while till we get to season 2. Now, there are rumors, granted, that there is a new season in development, but we shall see. Now I want to segue into the manga now. It's really good, just as wholesome as the anime is. The art, pacing, and writing all stay consistent, and seeing our main group of characters go on several more backyard adventures was just nothing short of amazing. I still have some way to go, and in time I will do a follow-up video once I catch up, because this series was a fun watch and a great read. Not to mention, but the artwork is nothing but fantastic, and captures a sense of mundane beauty in regular life, if that makes sense. Capturing this lived-in feeling as you read throughout. I'm still not caught up, but I hopefully will catch up eventually, and would like to see what actually happens as the series goes on. Who knows, maybe they plan on blowing up a credit card company or something. Or at least, I hope not.
The buildings are empty. Security, maintenance, all our people. We're not killing anyone, man. We're setting them free.
But yeah, the manga, regardless, is a must-read. So yeah, Insomniacs After School is kind of a sleeper hit. People were talking about it, yes, but nowhere near as massive as something like Heavenly Delusion was, which is a bit of a damn shame, since I do think Insomniacs does do a good enough job to separate itself from others in its genre. If you like slice of life type stories, this will be right up your alley. And if you are someone like me who needs some convincing, if anything I mentioned earlier piques your interest, give this a watch and an eventual read if you can. If it sounds too familiar, go ahead and try it out, at least the first couple episodes or the first couple chapters, and see if you'll like it or not. So for now, that's all I gotta say. Be sure to like, comment, sub, click the bell, all that good jazz. Take care. Stay chill, Wanderers.
Fine. You're gonna call off your rigorous investigation. You're gonna publicly state that there is no underground group. Or these guys are gonna take your balls.